November of 2009, a group of campus ministers got together from all over the country and sat down on what we called the 2015 Think Tank. The purpose of that meeting was to say, hey, where should Chi Alpha be going in the next 5 years? We developed 6 initiatives, and one of those is branding. Today I'm with Nick Calloway, who serves as campus pastor at the University of Oklahoma. Nick, it's good to have you here today.
It's good to be here.
Well, National Chi Alpha tapped you on the shoulder to help lead kind of this charge or initiative.
They shoved me in the shoulder, and I've welcomed it.
Well, and why would they do that? Why would branding be so important to Chi Alpha?
Branding is an interesting word because people have many different reactions to the word branding, especially in spiritual circles. When you use the word branding, sometimes they equate branding to being fake, trying to project something that isn't real. The great thing about Chi Alpha is I think Chi Alpha looks more beautiful the more layers of makeup you take off. And so for me, branding is all about trying to get to the DNA level of Chi Alpha and simply tell our story. I think we have a tremendous story to tell about the strategic nature of reaching students for Christ and God's vision for university ministry. It's a beautiful story to tell. The change that we've seen in thousands of students' lives, it's worth being told. It's a beautiful story, a story that Jesus gave his life for us to be able to tell. And so branding for me is much more than just a poster or polish. In the context of Chi Alpha, I think it's really just trying to lead with the story of what Chi Alpha is really all about. So removing anything in the way of that and simply telling our story. And so when you say the word branding, I really think not trying to simply create an image, but to create identity and lead with that identity. In effect, be more honest about who we are and what God's called us to do. So that's why I'm passionate and a bit excited about branding and communication.
Well, the branding work team has kind of designed this new logo for Chi Alpha. What kind of drove this design? What were you guys shooting for here?
We wanted something that could be used by the field. And so the thing I like about this logo is it's circle. It can go on a lot of different kinds of products, newsletters, publications. It can be big. It can be small. This XA dot matrix logo was put together about 5 years ago, and I'm a little bit of a fan of the dot matrix, and so I thought, why don't we just take one of these dots and we just kind of explode this dot, and we go with a circle and use Chi Alpha Campus Ministries. We have some variations of this logo where it's Christian Fellowship depending on the school. Some schools will not allow campus ministries to be used, so we have to have some flexibility with that. Some local guys have replaced the chialpha.com with their own local website. And I like the field being able to take tools that we've produced and use them. And so I've seen this logo on a number of newsletters, publications that local guys and women are doing, and so I like that. It's a little bit of a distressed logo, and we've been using red for a while. I like red. I like the idea of the arrows and Chi Alpha kind of moving, hopefully, in a good direction. And this is a bit of a remix of the logo that we've had and almost forgotten about.
That's right.
Close to 25, 30 years ago. And so we kind of brought it back on accident, and it seemed to work really well together. And the field seems to really like it. They use it a lot. And to me, I judge effectiveness based on use, and it's being used, and so I'm encouraged about that. So the logo really is one small thing that we're doing and wanting to make sure that the name of Chi Alpha, the image of Chi Alpha, is as accessible as possible.
Well, you mentioned accessibility, and obviously the chialpha.com has got a total facelift, and a lot of the resources that your team has made available are there for the grabbing, right?
chialpha.com was good in the past. I think it's much better now. We have social media really integrated in a much more clear way. So I think it got a facelift. I think it got some Botox and some exfoliation. And people, again, are using the website. And so instead of the website just being a brochure site, here's a few things about Chi Alpha. We've led with our story on the website. So the first thing that you see when you go to chialpha.com are real stories from real students and real people that have been changed by the ministry of Chi Alpha, changed by the power of Jesus Christ through the ministry of Chi Alpha. And that's what we're about. We're about changed lives. And so the marketing initiative that we've taken with the campaign of I've been changed is really displaying an inward reality on the outside of not only their life, but our organization. And so we're wanting to tell the story of life change. And so when you go to chialpha.com, you'll see that. And I think we're moving in a good direction. Nathan Cole has given a lot of influence and oversight to the website, and it's been a joy working with him. He's done a great job.
Yeah, Nathan has for sure. So so it's more than a logo. I mean, there's website stuff. There's all the kinds of downloads that you can get with regard to the changed videos and product, T-shirts, coffee mugs, all those kinds of things. For the local campus missionary, how can they be a part of this national branding effort, and why would you want to do that as a local leader?
One of the things I love about the Assemblies of God is the grassroots of our movement. I love that. I love that the local pastor, the local church is empowered to do what God's called them to do. And I think the power of Chi Alpha is in the grassroots of Chi Alpha. It's in the personnel of Chi Alpha. It's in the people that God has saved and called and sent forth into the mission field. To me, it's all about resourcing the local campus pastor to help them tell the story of what God's called them to do. And so with the videos, I've talked to so many campus pastors who've done very creative things with the videos, and you can put them on your iPhone, you can put them on your iPad, you can put them on whatever device you want, and they can take these videos and use them to cast vision with pastors, with contributors, even with students. And for students to see the stories of other students is so powerful. Mm-hmm. And so we've tried to put the tools in their hands to use, and they're using them, and it's just very encouraging.
Well, Nick, this is an exciting time, really dynamic time, and you're being a part of that, and we want to say thank you from a national level.
Well, I would reciprocate that. It's really an honor to even be a part of Chi Alpha in this way, and it's really a great team. My team at the University of Oklahoma with Blake Edgman and Jonathan Burris, Allie Burris, Jackie Jaramillo, they all have contributed to this. Nathan Cole, yourself, the national office. It's really the coming together of a team, both local and nationally, that's been pulling all of this off. And God's doing a great thing.
Well, we've just begun to launch 2015, and we've got so many branding resources already. It's exciting to see what's going to happen in the future.
You're right.
Thanks for being with us today.
You're welcome.